But I don't think that the majority of the country relates to what Trump is saying. But there is a large, rabid fan base there, and Trump will eventually go away. These people won't. Where do these people go if, let's say, inevitably Hillary Clinton wins the presidency in a year? Peter?
Well, that's very dangerous. When you stir up a crowd, you've got a stirred up crowd. And they will do one of two things. They'll either just dissipate on their own, which I don't think is very likely, particularly if you keep feeding fuel into that fire, or they look for some place to release themselves. The Republicans Trump is at the tip of the spear, but Cruz he brings the crazy when necessary as well. These folks are being fed a diet of self-confirming hate. When Hillary gets elected president, that isn't going to go away. It's going to keep showing up in workplace violence, in disenchantment with the democratic system itself, with more and more splintering of the body politic, if you will, politics in the sense of how we live with each other. I've had a theory for a very long time, and this is again based on my elderly parents in Florida. I've had this theory for a very long time that the United States at some point will just sort of semi-formally just divide itself up. I mean, we do that to a certain extent right now. And people who want to live in a crazy African-American hating way, they'll kind of collect over here, and people of this religion over here, and this, and you already see elements of that. Go out to Idaho and preach about, gun control and see how far you get. So I suspect the splintering will continue, and it's an unhealthy thing for a country that supposedly values and draws strength from diversity, when diversity actually becomes something to be worried about and feared. Hillary's different. I mean, she's basically running for office so that she can plunder what she can from the country. But I mean, any serious person with any commitment to civil service or service in general should be scared right now about this group of folks who are so willing to make public their hate.
Yeah, I think what's scary about what you just said is you mentioned Ted Cruz can also bring the hate. I don't know any Republican candidate that can't bring the crazy when called upon. I mean, even the establishment guys, Rubio's out there talking about how God's law trumps the Supreme Court's law, and Jeb Bush has a tax plan that'll cost 4 times as much as his brother's catastrophic tax plan did. There's plenty of crazy there, and it's scary that Donald Trump is making them look sane.